Rightio, we're heading south. It's been about after 5 or 6 weeks up in Cape York. We've spent a couple of weeks in Cairns. Been going to the gym, cleaned everything up. The patrol's got a service, got all the diff oils replaced, everything, transmission. None of it really needed doing it, just after we've gone through water stuff up there. So I like to do absolutely everything I can. Everything's been checked on, new mirror on, and everything is absolutely sweet. So Cairns is awesome, absolutely love it up there. The weather was just perfect, and as we left it started to rain, so it was the most perfect conditions ever. We've headed down south now. We're in Bowen. So Bowen is where the base of the Don River Dash. We're not racing the Don River Dash, we were going to, but we've had something that's got something sort of come up that's very, very excited. That's got us heading south very, very quickly. So at the start of the year, even last year, we put hints out there about getting a new car. Big story, but our brand new car, I just literally probably about a couple of hours ago got a photo. It's landed in Mildura on a truck, our brand new car. So whether you see this before we get the car or after, I'm not sure, but I am so freaking excited. But we have driven past this place so many times, and I want to go out and ride the track. So I got the bike behind me, went for a bit of a ride yesterday. I'm heading back out this afternoon. The race is in a couple of weeks. It's fast, it's this river sand, it's rough, it's absolutely bloody sick. We've got an awesome little spot here. It's called Base Camp in Bowen. Beautiful property here. It's just awesome hip camp, lovely host. So we've got a beautiful camp. This feels like we're at Fink. We're camped up, the bike here. We can hear bikes going down the river. The river is just over there. I'm gonna gear up and we're gonna go and get into it. Well, how good is this? This is the day they're out here. I guess it's a couple of weeks before the race. They're out here doing some track prep and marking it out a little bit. So when I came out yesterday, it was rough as guts, but they've ran the tractor down here, marking out a bit more of the track. So the tractor's literally like a couple of Ks down there. So I'm literally like one of the first people to ride over this section here of it being smooth. So it's nice and wide. It's still got some nice little flowy whoops there, but it's absolutely full of noise along here. Alrighty, today is the day we are down here and we are picking up our brand new car. This has been in the works it's been over 12 months officially, but probably a couple of years of
definitely
thinking, planning, wishing,
dreaming.
Yeah, wishing, dreaming, everything. So we're down here today. We've got a film crew down here so we can, just want to get the reality of just our first walk in, our impressions, our reactions, so we can just chill back and just enjoy this, because it's very special and we're excited to share it with you. And we're about to go in now. We haven't seen it yet, so this is the first sharing this together. Let's go in, eh? This is crazy.
So excited.
Oh my God. Oh my Have we done order black? What's going on, man? How are you, brother? Good
Morning.
to see you. We've got the red carpet and everything. Wow. Oh geez, we're gonna need that. Most likes wins fuel, hashtag. Oh my God.
This is crazy.
I just want to see it. All right, here we go. This is literally 2 to 3 years of watching videos, looking at photos every single day as a massive dream. Hard work pays off, and
here it is.
Here it is. Holy shit. Man, those plates make it. Holy heck. Oh, that looks tough. That looks tough. Holy shit.
It's ours.
Holy, what number are we? 569. 569. You want wood? I'll go on the other side. That's your seat, mate. Feel good?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's... Oh. I told you we'll make it happen. You like it?
Yeah.
Hey? don't do that. I'm gonna go to the other side. Oh, look at that dash. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, wow. Man, I feel like the boss right now. You good?
Yeah.
Hey? Look at that. That's why I waited. I wanted to have the new 2023 dash. We didn't know if it was going to be available in Australia. One of the first ones. Here it is.
The wait was worth it.
I can't even see it yet, but that is sick.
The wait was so worth it.
Man, where's the wood grain? Where's the bloody
No wood
CD
grain.
player?
All
Nothing.
modern, so modern.
Got Apple CarPlay. What have we got? Wireless charging. All the we've stepped up in the world. Lamborghini paddle shifters.
So good.
What do you reckon, mate?
I reckon you are King Kong.
Can you say it again? Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. You like it? Yeah. I'll get a fucking gear bag and everything. Jesus Christ.
There for you.
Wow.
And then we've got some jackets on the way.
Oh, legend. Thank you, sir.
No worries at all.
Oh, key each. That's fat. I want to turn the dash on, have a look. Holy shit. What's the quality of the friggin', the digital. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to, I don't know how to do anything on it. Yeah, that is worth. Oh, we got Baja mode. Have a look at it, Kayla.
So
Look
worth
how
it.
clear it
It's
is.
so clear.
Hang on, like, where is it? Oh. That is off its head. That, I like that. Hey?
Yeah. Let's see.
That is crazy.
You can start it.
First start.
Here we go.
How is that standard? Oh, it has got a full tank of fuel. How good is that? How is that a standard exhaust?
That's
It
crazy.
is a quieter than what come in, buddy, in America as well.
Oh man.
You like that? You love it. When you get your facial expression.
Riding the Ranger.
How is that standard? How is that allowed? How is that allowed?
It's so good.
Holy shit. 6.2 litre supercharged of happiness.
Oh, yeah.
Just happiness. That's what that looks like. That is massive. You always wanted a track hawk, but the only reason you didn't actually like the track hawk, you liked that.
Yeah, so I liked this engine.
the engine in it, that's what you liked, so. Wow. Look how good that
crazy.
sounds. I know.
I like shaking.
I just want to go drive it. I just want to go drive it. That's crazy. All right, well there you have it. We told you we had a brand new car come. This has been in the works for a year, over a year, well over a year. The thought, the vision has been for years. The actual official ordering a car has been 12 months now. I'm going to cover that story very, very shortly because look, we don't like saying we're going to do things and then not do it. So that's the reason why it's sort of been a secret, because it's changed multiple times, which I'm going to break down for you in a minute. It's been 2 weeks now since we picked up the brand new TRX, and man, it is unbelievable, but it's very, very hard to say that while standing in front of this thing. The good old Patrol, man, this car has just been, this has been amazing. This has been proven. I can so confidently say now that this is an absolute machine to go out touring Australia, remote touring, hard four driving, caravanning, everything. It ticks all the boxes. When we first sort of got this, there wasn't really anyone really doing it, traveling full time, sort of doing what we did. And now you see them on the road everywhere. You'd barely get to see them out on the road, but now they're just absolutely everywhere. But I put my name behind this thing. The way we've got this thing set up, the way it has just been an absolute beautiful, beautiful car. And look, we are always going to be #1 Y62 fans. It's just we didn't buy a new car. We didn't get the TRX because we dislike this car. It has got absolutely nothing to do with that. And look, down the track with the Y63, it's getting pretty close to the moment of all that sort of coming out, what it's going to be like. Who knows? I don't know what's going to be next after that. But in saying that, when we jumped from the Colorado, the dual cab into this, it was a whole new level. Like, it didn't even compare. And look, it's hard to say in front of this, but jumping in the TRX compared to this thing, 400 horsepower, over 700 horse, just over 700 horsepower, just over 900 Newton meters, it is a whole new ball game again. Now, I've been toying with the idea of keeping this thing. We're back here in Madura right now, and it's actually been awesome having two cars. Mikayla's been taking this thing to the gym, driving around. It's been so bloody good. I don't know if it's just been thinking that ideas, or I'm just trying to think of excuses to, because I get so attached to cars. Like, I'll literally cry when the day comes that this thing goes. But that's what's going to be happening. We played around the idea, but look, we travel full time. We live on the road. So this thing will just be sitting somewhere for 11, 12 months of the year and just barely get used. So yes, it's going to be available in probably the start of October. So it's going to be available for new owner. Look, the way this thing is right now, I could just literally turn the key and go do multiple laps of Australia again. That's how well this thing is set up, how good it's been, how much I trust it. It is just good to go. But like anything, when you found yourself a nice, trusty, faithful, you just always know that she's going to be there for you. Every time you come home, everything you need, it's just there. But at the same time, you just can't help yourself when you're driving around, you see other things and you're just like, I wonder what she'd be like to take for a spin. Have a look at the flex on that thing. Look at the bolt-ons on this bloody thing. Imagine, look how much more that she puts out. And that is exactly what the thoughts I've been in my mind for the last couple of years has been this thing right here. YouTube, articles, videos, you name it. I've been dreaming, I've been working hard for it. And all I can say is my fantasies and my dreams over this last couple of years, it has well and truly exceeded that. That thing there was a dream come true to be able to drive. I've been looking at these things for so friggin' long, to be behind the wheel of one of those things and drive it. And that thing with the lift and 37s is just,
It's insane.
Is just epic. It's just so friggin' smooth. Like, it was amazing. So I'm getting one of those one day. I don't care.
Day.
Now, this thing's my dream car. Obviously, this has not been a childhood dream car because these haven't been around since I was a child. But in saying that, I love my Lamborghinis. I've always wanted to own a supercar, and that's basically exactly what this thing is. Am I going to be out here saying this is the most best remote tourer, you know, cheap thing to run, spare parts everywhere you go? Absolutely bloody not. That is exactly not what this thing is. This is a supercar, this is a super truck. This is the Lamborghini. This is the Lamborghini of supercars, and it's just one of those things. They're not making these from the end of the production for the end of this year with the 6.2 litre Hellcat supercharged engine. No more. So this is the last chance. And look, the way that the world is going with all the BS, that's all I'm going to say on here. I'll probably get cancer for saying words. All the BS that's going on in the world right now, this is the most opposite thing that you could ever do. I don't even know how it's allowed, but that's why I love this thing so bloody much, because our life has improved so much since we started doing the opposite of all the BS on the mainstream news, all that sort of stuff. Once we started doing the opposite, our life has gotten so much better. So that had a lot of influence behind my decision for this. So why I'm gonna get the most biggest, thirstiest, just the most biggest, nastiest thing I can. I'm gonna put a caravan around it, behind it, and travel around Australia. Now, who would ever bloody thought that Just remember, 2.5 years ago, we left our driveway to go all in on our passion to travel and live in a caravan and travel full time and go all in 100% on our high ticket digital marketing business. Who would have thought that we'd be buying our dream bloody car? If this is not the perfect example of anyone can do this, we've shown our journey from the absolute start. I don't know what the hell would be. You've seen Mikayla's raw emotions before. We've been in some dark places, and Mikayla's been the only one that's there. She's been the only one that's been clapping in the background for a lot of times in our life. And look, some people couldn't give a shit about materialistic things, that sort of stuff. I get it, but we love having nice things. We absolutely love. We love nice toys, nice cars. That's us. So this moment, everything just means a lot to us. This is one of those things where we buy cars for YouTube channels, all that sort of stuff. It's clearly, that's not us. Our YouTube channel is just showing our personal journey. And we'll show this car when we want. If we do, we don't want it, whatever. That's exactly what this is. This is just our sharing our life, sharing our achievements, sharing everything. And this is going to be a massive milestone. Look, I challenge you to go back and watch our first YouTube video. I'm doing a stupid friggin' iDrive throttle controller video. Long ass hair in the caravan, shit audio, shit video. It is hilarious. That's where we started. But anyway, enough of that. There's always a story behind everything that we do. Now, going back to October last year, 2022, we ordered a brand new Series 5 TIL from the guys down at Ferntree Gully Nissan. So we've had that on order again since October, so it was nearly 12 months. This thing's been in my mind for ages, but at the same time, it's just like, how I'm going to make this thing work? Because look, there's limitations on this thing with, again, all the stuff I mentioned before, the weights. Like, there's a lot of, it's not designed. This thing is designed to jump and do all that crazy sort of stuff. So it's like the sort of Ford Ranger Raptor. It's got this. It's only because of the soft suspension. They're stronger than anything. They can handle everything, but it's the suspension they come out with, so everything's got to be derated a little bit. But in saying that, it's got 3.5 ton towing, the same as the Patrol. It weighs pretty much, it's about 100 kilos heavier than the Patrol standard. It's got just about the same payload as the Patrol standard. The GCM is down a little bit, but in saying that, the plans we have for this, I plan on keeping, I'm going to probably eat my words here. Right now, I'm loving this thing the way it is. So we've got a small lift coming for it because look, it comes out 2 inches lifted from standard, and the suspension on it is just absolutely epic. Today's not going to be a rundown video on this. This is sort of a bit of a just touching on it. So we're going to do another separate video where I go through and just show you everything this thing has got, because you're going to be blown away by it in stock trim. We've got some 37 inch KM3 muddies coming for it. These have got 35s on the stand, so you can do that legally. We've got a 2-inch lift. We're going to be doing a nice, something very simple. And the rear, got some airbags coming from Trucks and Toys, so we can tow this thing. And that, for now, that's probably it. So we've still got quite a fair bit there to play with the way we're going to do it. We've got some weight upgrades coming. Been working on them since January. That's been a story in itself. But that's just about done. So we've got some weight upgrades coming. So if you do want to do more to it down the track, which I probably will, but in saying that, I'm just loving the look of this thing, the way it drives, everything about it. It's a TRX. I don't want to make it not look like a TRX, because when you look at it, this is the only one here in Madura. Every single one they've sold here has gone elsewhere. This is literally the only one in Madura. There's bugger all around. That's what we love. We love sort of having something that's different to what everyone else has got. That's what the Patrols start out like. But look, so many people now have obviously gone out and bought the Patrols, which is epic. We literally see replicas of our cars everywhere, which I think is the most crazy thing ever. But yeah, that's just sort of the rough plans of what's going to be going down with this. Okay, back to the story. So these things are the 2023 models, the TRXs, the Rams over there. We're usually 1 to 2 years behind America. They got the new digital dash in these things, and it looks absolutely wild, because this is my dream car. I wanted everything to be perfect on it, and at that time there was no word if they were ever going to get brought to Australia. Even to put an order in for a TRX, we good mate Ruben down at Davison Motors there, it was not looking good, but he just knew I wanted it. This has been going on again for ages, and it wasn't until January, we're back in Madura, we got with the first word from one of his contacts that it's going to be happening, they are going to be coming to Australia, and that they could take my order. And we're just like, holy shit, like let's just do it. If we don't do it, this is it. It's the last time. It's going to be the last model. It's going to have the dash. It's everything, the color, everything. And it was just like, let's do it. So we put some nice clothes on and we went down. We signed for the freaking thing. It was just the most beautiful day ever, but it's so frustrating at the same time because well, it was good, we just enjoyed it for ourselves, but at the same time that's when it all started and extra excited happened because we didn't know when we were going to get it. It could have been 1-2 years. We just had absolutely no idea when or even if the color wasn't guaranteed or if this thing would actually ever rock up. So the Patrol was meant to be rocking up in roughly March. That's sort of, but then there's all the shipping delays. If you order Patrol, you're gonna know these pains and stories. Roughly March is when we're meant to get it. So we're gonna build that, build the new Patrol, and happy days. And look, if this thing rolled up in another 12 months time, whatever, we'll do the new Patrol for a year or two, whatever it would have been, and then we would have jumped into this thing. So obviously that didn't happen. Our minds changed plenty of times, but that got delayed. I'm just like, man, like just this is going on now. So and just we just took off and like we'll just whatever happens. We'll sort of worry about it later. So then all things sort of started happening. Like, look, we hadn't heard nothing on this thing. I'm like, you know, then we got news that when we're up just before Cape York that the car it waited like 1 or 2 months to get on a ship from bloody Japan. Got news that the car was on its way, so it would be another, you know, still another 1 to 2 months. It still had a lot of time. So we're like, look, we actually made the decision going back 1 month ago. This wasn't happening. It was all in the Patrol. We had a build. We were on track. We had, we literally had a build list. We're doing another Patrol, Series 5, TIL, same color. Pretty much the same build as that. We're going to change a couple of little, just update a few little things. We're going to run 37s. I had that on my thing. It was going to run 37s. That's one thing that, the way that car is built right now, that Patrol, that is the most best setup you can do for a Y62 for everything. The 37s supercharged is always the hit and miss. That's the things where it's like, it's kind of like you're just doing it because it's cool. It's probably not the most practical thing, but it's just something that's like, it probably would have been it'd be our last Y62. These things are going to be extinct as well. So if you haven't got a Y62, bloody get one right now. But it's one of those things of like, we never do it, we'll never do it. And it's just, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a Patrol, most likely supercharged. That was kind of, we're going to do 1,000, 2,000 Ks into C, and 37. So that was literally as about a month to month and a half ago, that was all in 100%. You know, we're going to keep our name on this and just see what happens down the track, but there's a very, very good chance that this thing was going to be no go and we're going to cancel it. But we were at our last night at a free camp on the way back from Cape York. We're on Starlink. We're literally about to jump in the car, turn it off and jump in the car. And I got an email, a screenshot from Ruben from the email that he got. He hadn't heard a bloody thing, nothing from Ram. And this thing was on the production line in Australia, the color I wanted, the new dash, everything. He's like, yep, he's got it. It's like, it's on the production line. He's like, I'm just going to see when I can get it. He's like, I'm going to have it within 3 to 4 weeks. I'm like, you are joking. Like, how can this happen right now? I was so excited, but so like, I don't know, it's all these mixed emotions, and it's like, what do we do? But I had to let him know straight away, because pretty much if I didn't put my name down for it, it's about to put another order in again, you'd be at the back of the list. And again, like I said, it's official now, 2024 in America. It's called the final edition, no more 6.2. So whether Australia even get that model, I don't know. They've already gone up $10,000 to $20,000 in America next year. So this here, again, depending what sort of deal you get, if you ordered this 3 years ago, you would have got it probably 10, 20 grand cheaper than now. But look, again, depending what deal you get, you're looking at 235 to 250, $250,000 car. That's what this thing is sitting here right here as it is. So at very minimal time to say yes or no. So our drive back from there was just, I've been doing my head in for 2 years, and this was just another 24 hours of just, what do we do? Our excitement, the excitement to build another Patrol was awesome. And I could not wait to do it. But at the same time, it had nothing on the excitement of imagine picking it up. Imagine that, because we've gone to the dealerships, we've sat in these things, everything. It's just like, holy shit. And just our hearts just kept going towards that. And we're just like, nah, this is what we're doing. It's in, let's go. It's all happening. And the end of my sleepless nights started happening because just the excitement was there, knowing that it was just so close to it actually happening. So we ended up making the call. Again, so bloody hard, but we rang up, cancelled the Patrol, which again was very, very hard. We're thinking about grabbing the Patrol as well and just having it sitting there because again, they're not going to be around anymore either. But that's the decision we made. We're all in on the TRX, and it was within 3 to 4 weeks. It was happening. We went back to Cairns. We spent 1 or 2 weeks down there at Cairns, and then it was just, we went to the Don River Dash, which you would have seen, and then it was just we got from there, Lewis laying in bed. Ruben sent me a photo of, because I was trying to figure out, it was sitting there, production ready to go. It was sitting a lot waiting for a truck. to come to Madura. That's when it got bloody exciting. And then from there, we sort of had rough ETAs and the truck dates, etc. And then he sent me through a photo. He's like, oh, look, he's like, this isn't yours, but one more grey one rocked up in Madura. This isn't yours, that killed me. But this just shows this truck wasn't due till this day. It's rocked up. We didn't even know it was coming. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, that's crazy, that's mine. I'm coming to get it, all that sort of stuff. And then, no, I'm not even joking, 10 minutes later, he sent me another truck rocked up. And he's like, you have got to be joking. He sent me a photo, another truck rocked up. He's like, this is your TRX. It was on the front of the truck there. I'm like, you are absolutely joking. So they had all that there, and then the next day, so we got photos. It was just crazy exciting. And then from there, it was basically like, we got a call. It's like, hey, when can we have it? When do you want it? I'm like, how soon can I have it? He's like, we'll have it ready in probably 3-4 days. I'm like, all right, it's on. Madura in the map we're up like bloody so high. Madura in the map, boom, quickest directions, go. And so we got back on the, took us about 3-4 days to get back, just driving all day. And then got back late Thursday, picked it up Friday morning. That's exactly what you saw at the start of this episode. But there you go. That is the story we've been dying to just explain. It was obviously very long, but that's the story we've been killing us to tell you, to share with you again. It's been amazing to share this moment, with you. It's been awesome, but we couldn't help ourselves to go and hook the van up and take it for a spin, could we?
No, so we've already taken it for a little test drive with the van.
Yeah, we hooked it on because look, there's not much towing stuff. I had a few guys I sort of reached out to, but I was like, but we went out for a spin. We only did like 50 Ks, and just the way this thing tows, the engine in this thing, we've towed a 2500 before. All I could keep thinking when we did that was it just felt like a 2500. It would just hold the gear, torque up over the hills, and it was crazy.
The power was insane.
Just so bloody nice, and it sat around that sort of 26 to 28 litres. Again, it's sort of hilly, so that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. So it's literally going to be the same, if not maybe better. Probably the same. Once I go 37s a little bit, but around the same as the Patrol. Obviously, once you get up it drinks it. I did my first launch mode, whatever it's called. It's stupid. In the manual, it tells you how to race it, how to off-road it, how to go through water, mud, the race times.
And the computer in it is just crazy.
It's just, I can't wait to show you. It's got the gauges, dyno charts, like it's just, I'm like, I'm reading through the manual, mate. It's literally telling me how to race this thing, and like, it's crazy, but that's what makes it so bloody cool.
The day we picked this up, our faces were so sore from just smiling so much. As soon as we got out of the dealership, we just pretty much drove it all afternoon, and I was like, I need to go back home. I need to go back to the van because my face hurts from smiling so much.
It's so good. I think the liters ticked over 1,000 Ks, so at 800 kilometers ish, you unlock the launch control so you can do, because these things do 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds or quicker. That's what it's got. Again, in the manual, in the specs, it's got the race mode on there, but we literally put it on the way out. I've never done it before. I'm like, hey, let's do this. And we went down, and it said I got in 4.2. Literally just rips your head back for a 3-ton truck. It felt like a show ride. Like, it was just stupidly sexy.
I was sitting in the Patrol, I was filming him, and I just saw his little head just whiplash, get thrown back. It was crazy.
It was so bloody cool. But look, again, we're going to be, this is our full-time vehicle. We're going to be Caravan Australia in this thing. We cannot bloody wait. It's going to be the most epic thing ever. So yeah, we're going to be at the Melbourne show in a couple of weeks, or whenever you watch this video. The Sandown show, the Leisure Fest, we're going to be down there.
Not the car though, just us.
Yeah, no, but the car will be here. The car's getting a PPF wrap done. That's something else that's getting done. It's getting PPF wrapped for some protection down there as well. We'll go back to Madura for, I don't know, a week or two. We're going to Adelaide. We're going to be at the Adelaide 4x4 show. The new Lotus dealer's over there. So we sort of said we'd go over there and hang out. And so again, the car probably won't be there again either, but we'll be there. So it's going to be our first Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time in Adelaide. Well, first show in Adelaide. So if you're over there, make sure you come say g'day. Then from there, we're going to be come back, hook up. We're going back to the sunny coast, Gold Coast. I'm speaking at an entrepreneurial event up in the Gold Coast. And then what have we got after that?
We've got a house in Coolum.
Yeah, we've got a big ass house with Mikayla's PT and her partner, awesome people. We're going to be hiring a house over there for a week and just hanging out. We love that sunny coast, Noosa, Gold Coast way. So we'll have the car up there, the bike, everything. We cannot bloody wait. So there's a long ass story. So if you're still watching, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we cannot wait to do this, to show you what we do on this thing. Stay tuned to social media. We're way more active on social media every single day. That's just where we share our life. So Instagram, Facebook, jump on there if you're not all G. But that's where our sole focus is. Again, our YouTube episodes, you'll notice just pop up wherever now. That's how it's going to be from just when we feel like doing it. We got stuff, we'll get out there. We're not going to just waste our time making just stupid stuff, which we never have done that. But yeah, that's what it's going to be. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the experience. It was an absolute pleasure to share it with you. And we'll see you next time.